Hello, my name is Patrick Mendel. I'm a co-founder for Mindful, a group that created the Mindful app, a wellness program that's used to help people keep thinking about mental wellness and improve mental wellness in order to improve their overall health. Tyler Helinski was a WSU quarterback who unfortunately took his own life on January 16, 2018 this year. That happened right around the time that the co-founders and I were considering what kind of product we might be able to put forth into the market. And that led us to really give some consideration and thought to mental health and some of the people that struggle with that in America. The reality is that Tyler Helinski may be one of many, many people in America that struggle with mental health or mental health, and some of them to different extremes. But overall, it is a growing trend, a growing concern that we sometimes see dramatic, tragic incidents as a result of underdiagnosed or unrecognized mental health conditions. So that's really what led us as co-founders to come up with this product. And we want to help people recognize what they're dealing with when it comes to mental health and equip them with tools to really combat the challenge of mental wellness. We found a way to do this through an app that serves as a wellness program that people can access on their cell phones, on tablets, on computers. And again, what that does is it really just keeps mental health at the forefront of their focus so that they can continue to maintain good mental health or improve upon their state of mental health. This app would feature resources from several nationally recognized entities, including the National Alliance on Mental Illness, the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Administration, the National Institute of Health. These resources would tackle a wide array of mental health conditions such as depression, anxiety, trauma, stress, PTSD for some of those veterans that are returning from combat zone or from overseas. This is a very wide range of mental health topics that our app would be able to tackle, be able to give people resources so that they don't feel alone in the struggle, so that they have tools that they can equip with themselves to go to battle against some of these struggles. These tools would also include things that could help track their progress. Our hope is that these trackers, these things that people can use to just understand where they've been on any given day, can be used and serve as a catalyst for conversation with a counselor, with a psychiatrist, with a doctor, just to kind of start or really review the state of any given person. We hope that would really help serve as that communication bridge between the person who's using this app might be struggling and that provider. We also have, as a feature on this app, a fast connection line to the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. This would serve as a last resort, something that's really important, that would be as simple as touching a single button on that app that would directly connect them with somebody that can help them over the phone. We're really excited about this opportunity to help people, and we're confident that the viability of this product is really strong. Our plan is to partner with employers specifically, who would then administer this wellness plan to their employees. We think that there's going to be a huge incentive not only for people to sign up to use this program, but also for employers to use this as a benefit to administer to their employees. So I want to tell you a little bit about how that's going to work. First, I want to tell you our strategy is based on focusing in the Washington, Oregon, and California markets first. One of the things we're going to do is we're going to focus on just employers that have 50 or more employees. We find that those employers have a better opportunity to administer comprehensive benefit packages versus smaller groups that may struggle to offer a larger benefit package. So focusing on businesses of 50 employees or more initially in these 3 states will really help us target a specific group and probably the most or the group that's most likely to sign up for a program like this. We know employers are going to be excited to work with us. First of all, medical costs continue to rise. If anybody has a medical plan, they can see that the premiums for that medical plan continue to go up and up and up. Employee productivity and morale is hindered by mental wellness, either through absenteeism or even just out of efficiency and effectiveness in the workplace. Both of these things work together to make for a really exciting opportunity for employers, because if we can resolve a lot of overall health issues that stem from mental health that continue to increase the cost of health care for employers, they're going to be excited to use us. If they can decrease absenteeism, if they can increase productivity through the use of this wellness program, they're going to be excited to use this. So there's a couple of really strong reasons why an employer would be excited to work with us and use us for their employees. We know that employees are going to be excited to work with us. I mentioned earlier all the number of resources and tools that this app is going to come equipped to help employees maintain or improve their mental health. That's going to be great. Employees are going to want to work with us. Mental health conditions arise. When they arise, it acts as an obstacle to optimal nutrition, exercise, social activity, and many other performance factors. So if an employee was able to get their hands on this app and use it effectively, they're going to see an increase in all of those, or improvement in all of those areas. Often employees find themselves treating the symptom of the issue as opposed to the root cause of the issue. So instead of addressing that mental wellness that I mentioned, they spend time trying to figure out a better nutrition regimen or exercise regimen. While those things are good and positive, they never address the root issue, which a wellness app, mental wellness app, would be able to help expose and address. So having a convenient, effective way to treat mental illness will help employees avoid frustration, cumulative healthcare expenses, which also affects employees. They don't want to bear the costs of high co-payments and deductibles and whatnot, as well as wasted time and effort. So employees are going to be excited to use this app, use this benefit, as our employers are going to be excited to administer this to their employees or make it available to their employees. Our optimism really isn't unfounded. Some of you might be thinking, well, gee, this sounds like maybe some rinky-dink app that may or may not work. But the reality is we have a huge customer base that we're working out of. So when we think of the number of employers out there that are 50 or more in the tri-state area, we have thousands of organizations to partner with. So really it's just a matter of introducing our product, introducing the benefits of it, introducing the cost savings that those employers can experience. We're confident we can get some people on board and then start administering that benefit to their employees. Many organizations this side are already familiar with the growing effectiveness of wellness programs. So I'm going to say this with a little bit of a caveat that I'm going to round back to here in a minute. There are already hundreds of wellness programs out there. Yeah, hundreds of wellness programs. So the idea of a wellness program really isn't unfamiliar territory for most large businesses. They're already using something probably. But I'm going to get back to why Mindful is going to be such an important product for those businesses. 66% of organizations are adding a new wellness benefit to their benefits package every year. 66%. So 2/3 of organizations are adding something every year. It's pretty substantial evidence that organizations are going to be interested and willing to add another benefit. Mindful, so I mentioned earlier, there are hundreds of wellness programs over there. So maybe some of you are thinking, well, why would Mindful be important then if there are already many wellness organizations already partnering with employers? Well, Mindful would be the first and only mental wellness program. So as important as mental wellness is, as critical as it is, as foundational as it is entirely underrepresented in the wellness market. Furthermore, mental health continues to gain in popularity for us as a culture. It's getting more attention in the news. It's getting more attention by providers that are trying to get to the source of their patients' ailments. It's on the rise. It's a topic that is continuing to gain traction. So between those several factors, when we consider that there are many organizations out there that we can partner with, many of those organizations are already familiar with the benefits of a wellness program, yet none of them focus on mental wellness. And mental wellness is continuing to increase in popularity and interest. You really set up what is a niche opportunity for Mindful to operate in. So that's why it's so important that we get on board here as soon as possible so that we can be the first to market with a mental wellness program. So we're really excited to be able to offer that to employers. So let me tell you a little bit about the product. It's going to be, so when we talk about the financials of this, we're confident that we're going to capture a significant portion of that tri-state market that we're going to operate within initially. And then we'll eventually expand to other states and maybe even internationally as we grow in popularity. Our mobile app will require minimum startup costs. Really what we're looking at is hiring an outside firm that's going to set up the program and then maintain it in the cloud. This is best done by a third party that has expertise in that arena versus myself and the other co-founders that really have expertise in healthcare, in wellness, in this idea and the leadership around it. So we're going to kick off the maintenance and management of the actual technical aspects of this app to an outside firm that possesses that expertise. And that's really where a significant portion of the initial investment is going to go. Really outside of that, we're looking at paying a sales force, renting a facility for demos and for that staff, capital expenditures such as computers, desks, tables, those kinds of things for office furniture. And then really outside of that, there are really no other expenses to accrue. So for a startup, we're talking about a very lean operation that requires really not that much to get started, but yet has incredible potential given the factors that I mentioned earlier about how the market is primed for a product like this, and employers are excited and interested and ready to use it. This makes our business model not only attractive to customers, but also financially efficient. So we're asking investors really for an initial investment of $750,000. That would purchase 10% equity in the organization, a 10% share in the organization. Investors can expect in return a very high increase in value on those shares, at which in the future they can sell back. And we're confident we'll be able to pay dividends as early as year 2. Some of you might be thinking, boy, that's aggressive. But again, given the state that we're in, the importance of mental health being on the rise, costs of healthcare increasing year after year, people looking for a solution, not only employers to how to curtail those increases, but also employees how to reduce their expenses that they're paying and get more effectiveness out of their plan to really improve their health. We really just think that this is a perfect market and a perfect opportunity to seize. It's going to be so successful that we're anticipating to be able to pay dividends as early as year 2, and we're expecting a high return on that investment value back to our investors. So we really hope that you see the opportunity that Mindful is to people who struggle with mental health and those that seek to improve that and their overall health. We're confident that our product will have life-altering effects to those who use it, and really yield a profitable return for our investors. So we really hope that you'll join us. Um, we hope that you'll join us in an effort to improve people's lives. While the financial part of it is going to be very beneficial for investors, we're really excited to do that for our investors. I mean, that's why you invest. Uh, but we hope you believe in this product. We hope that you believe that this is something that is going to help America, our country, um, improve its health, improve the mental health of so many people. People perhaps like Tyler Helinski, who could have avoided an extraordinarily tragic end to what was such a promising future. So we hope that you'll join us. We hope that you're excited about this opportunity. We look forward to talking to you more about this investment. And I just want to thank you for your time and listening to what we have to offer, and look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you. Bye-bye.